Welcome to Radiant Reflections, an audio transformative journey hosted by me, Rob Cook. I hope today's topic inspires you to have the day you deserve. Welcome to Day 10, PTSD. There is no timestamp on trauma. There isn't a formula that you can insert yourself into to get from horror to healed. Be patient. Take up space. Let your journey be the balm. Dawn, Sarah. I love absolutely everything about that quote. Because when I was healing from my PTSD, it was years later before I would see the true nature of it, to be able to overcome it and experience life in a totally different way. But before I get into that, I just want to talk about those who are suffering from it for a moment. I know the feeling of the anxiety of always being hypervigilant and on alert and believing at any given moment that traumatic experience would come back to exist. I am not in any way, when I share this message, trying to eliminate that experience. But I do want you to look at it in a totally different way, one in which you can receive fuel from. One you could see the resilience, and one that you can grow from, you can learn from, you can inspire with. See, the truth is, I believe, making it through that traumatic experience is just a testament to how strong you are. And you had a brush with a moment which threatened your livelihood or even your life. And so you made it, though. You made it. Your wisdom figured out a way in one of the most horrific times of your life to navigate you through. Because the game we're playing is life. We're just trying to live. We're trying to have an experience of life that we can be happy with. And since we can't change those memories and what happened to us, we have to see there is a way to use them for our good. For me, that changed one night after a car accident. I was struck by a vehicle, hit and run actually, but it threw my truck into the median and my front tire came off immediately. I knew that I lost a tire, and I also was aware of the other 4 lanes of traffic to my right, and so I basically just steered very heavily into the median and stayed attached to it and rode it to the vehicle came to a stop in order not to fling back into traffic with only 3 wheels and harm many more people. That came about just instinctively from my training of years of being a motorcade driver. And so I just instinctively, from learned behavior, set back into that time frame. But something else happened. After the medical staff and the police arrived, I found myself still in that mode as if I was responding as a first responder. So much so that the first responders began to ask me questions about my military history to kind of point out that I wasn't acting in normal behaviors for someone who had just experienced an accident like that. And that's when it hit me. I walked over to the ambulance and the fire truck and just kind of was talking to myself to say, hey, you're in Los Angeles, buddy. Hey, come back. Come back to right now. You're in Los Angeles. You had a car accident. You're okay. Truck's a mess, but you're okay. And I could see the separation between all the old thoughts and memories that wanted to come in and just create this angst of intensity of emotion at this moment. I could see it, which would have clouded every bit of my judgment. And it was like, oh, wow, that's it. See, I don't mind having post-traumatic stress. It's the disorder that causes my pain. Here's what I mean. The disorder is when people experience this moment now just like they did that moment then, without an ability to disconnect. But what I'm suggesting is I could look over my shoulder and see that that was a box that fell off the counter, and then realize that I'm not in danger and come back to this present moment or what I was doing before. And I don't have to be stressed. So if I can look at my PTS as a defense mechanism, or one that just keeps me reminded of my experience, that's okay. Once I look and assess that I'm in no danger, then there's no need for the disorder of staying in the past and causing myself pain. So today we're going to journal. And I just want you to think about a moment that was scary for you. Similar to the exercise we did with confronting your fears. Just want you to write about it. Read it aloud. And see how you feel about it now, reading it or saying it from a safe space, and not the space or the mindset in which the incident was happening. I love you.